Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Pallavi Sehgal and this is the business of luxury. In this series, we talk about the behind the scenes of luxury business and we try and decode the essence of an industry that is known for its heritage, its craftsmanship, and its storytelling. Today, we are going to focus mainly on how do you break through the noise when you are a small brand. And want to share with you examples of the brands that have really done that very nicely and have successfully been able to break through the noise, break through all the paradigms that exist in terms of larger corporations having more leverage in terms of advertising budget, in terms of the retail rents that they pay, and all that. So, what are the brands that we want to discuss with you? First and foremost, it's going to be Jacquemus. The reason that we want to discuss Jacquemus is because Jacquemus has been one brand which is still independent, which is looking for a minority investor, but still it has been able to break through all the noise. It has been able to make a place for itself, and it has a very dedicated following in terms of the millennials and Gen Z, whether it has to be through its products or whether it has to be through the runways that Jacquemus has been able to plan and execute. Now, with respect to Jacquemus, there are two things that we wanted to discuss with you. First and foremost, how he distinguished himself was firstly through the products, through the mini bags, wherein you really could not put anything into the bag, but the bags themselves and carrying those bags became such a huge rage that you saw all the influencers and the celebrities carrying those bags, from Kendall Jenner to Bella Hadid to Gigi Hadid. So, one of the things is that wherein he has been able to distinguish himself through the products that he makes. The second thing is through the runways that he has implemented and hosted. If you remember the Lavender Field runway, wherein through the scene that was executed, there were huge lavender shaped carpet on the lavender fields, and it became such a huge Instagram moment that everybody was looking at it. The person who was responsible for the creative direction of all that and also responsible for executing that said that I think it was Alexander Bathik. He said that basically there was no plan B. In case it rained when the runway was planned, when the show was planned, there was absolutely no plan B. But then, if you are a smaller brand and if you're trying to execute something like this, you really do not have the financial resources for a plan B at all. So, this is the second way that it has been able to distinguish itself. It has been able to break through all the noise that exists and still make a place for itself. The third thing that I wanted to share with you was the Instagram and the social media that Jacquemus has been able to leverage, the way that it posts Instagram ready campaigns, and it leverages even virtual campaigns wherein you see Jacquemus shaped bag shaped buses on the streets of Paris. So that also became a very viral moment. And the pop-ups that Jacquemus executes, even those pop-ups are something very specific, very in the element of going viral. So he knows that, and he has been able to execute that flawlessly. So this is what we wanted to share with you about Jacquemus. Another thing that we wanted to share was the Toteme. Now, the reason that I mentioned Toteme here is, although I've never ever discussed Toteme here on our platform, is because I recently came across a campaign that Toteme did to launch its jewelry line, wherein what they did was not just launch the jewelry line and host it in a pop-up or in their retail shops. What they did was have a photographer come in and photograph it in a way that the picture as well as the jewelry became a synonymous entity, and they hosted that in an art gallery, and they displayed the pictures, and they launched their jewelry line through that. So that is another way to kind of break through the noise, and then also distinguish your brand from what other brands are doing. So it basically, once you kind of see those pictures, you really want to kind of see the jewelry collection also. And if you are somebody who really wants to distinguish himself or herself from all everything else that the other people are wearing, and you want to showcase that you have a choice, you have a style that is very differentiated from what other people are doing. This kind of campaign taps into that desire of a person. So these are the two campaigns that we wanted to discuss with you, the two brands that we wanted to discuss with you actually. One is Jacquemus and one is Toteme. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do stay tuned in for more. And if there is something specific that you want to discuss, or if there is some particular specific brand that you want us to do a case study on, and the perspective from which you want us to do a case study on, do let us know in the comments and we'll look into that and prepare a video for the same. So that's it. Signing off for now. Thank you.